Hola, how are you guys doing? I don't know if it's my imagination or is this camera a little fuzzy, like that onion skin look that movie stars used to do. Because I can't seem to get it to change on the regular camera and this. Anybody that knows about video, text me or answer this. Tell me if you see it too. It's like I'm foggy. It is raining outside. It's cold outside. I don't know if that's the reason, but I'm foggy. I'm ready for my close-up. So how you guys doing? So I went to put my pants on and they were too tight. They can fit, but they're tight. So now I'm back in the old saddle. I guess I'll take this opportunity. I got a lot of work done, but half my guides are telling me I have to really concentrate on the book. So now this weekend, I'm going to be overwhelmed. I told Carol, because the store is struggling and my event got canceled this weekend, that I would do, 4 readings from the store, phone readings. But I had 2 readings already booked both those days with other clients. And yesterday, she gives me the list, and it's from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's like, don't you remember I told you that I'd take 4? So anyway, Friday's going to be really tough. So don't expect to hear from me. So listen, everybody, my friend Dan, who oversees my YouTube channel, said people are just loving Sterling. And he was very happy to do it. And I said, let's do it again. Let's do this again maybe next week. And he's like cool with it. So Sterling's in. I also have Whimsy I'm going to do this Sunday. And special treat, just so you'll laugh, my friend Kabir, who is a stand-up comedian, who kind of dragged me along post-cancer, because it was on my bucket list to be, on stage in comedy. And being an older woman and stuff, those young kids, they're the ones that go to these events, and it's like, he fulfilled my dreams. He definitely liked me. He had me perform at different places, but he is naturally funny. So I'm doing a little guest spot, not necessarily a psychic spot, with Kabir. I want you all to meet him. A lot of you may already know who he is. He's just so funny. Okay, that's all I can tell you. Anybody I take to go, people who come to see me love Kabir. Like, girl, that Kabir was funny. Nobody says nothing about me, but anyway, okay. So, the only bad news I have for you is my pants were tight. And I got to get on board, because I don't know if you all heard, but Cullen Firth, Mr. Darcy, and him and his wife split up. So, girls got to be on board, you know what I'm saying? I already ordered my petite undies from Amazon. Hello. I only go to the high-class places. It's like I say about my last husband. He was high class, took me to the best places, always carried my tray for me. Okay, you guys, let's look at Anthony. A lot of you are saying, tell us about Anthony Fauci. He's a Capricorn. I looked him up. Same birthday as Ricky Martin. Va-va-voom. So Anthony has 3, I think he has 3 children. Been married to the same gal. I always like to see that. Okay, Anthony, are you going to get interrupted in all this chaos? Because, he's a stubborn Capricorn. I wonder if he's got some Taurian in him. He don't mess. You know what I'm saying? He gives the truth. And he comes, I know for a fact, because I could hear it psychically. People have come to him and said, the president really wants you to tone it down, or the president doesn't want you. Oh, and they're not inviting him for some of this stuff, but he's still working on it because his Trump's hombres are telling him, dude, if you get rid of him, it's going to look really bad, because he's the smartest man in the room. And that woman Oh my God. Did you see that? God awful. Oh, he's awful. And so my friend Daniel wrote me and said, Trump's numbers are up 3 points. I don't see it, you guys. I know that, hey, Hillary was supposed to win, remember? I don't see it. I don't know. There was an article, a real good article about these polls. I don't see it. I'm going to guarantee you right now, he will not be the next president of the United States. He will not be. He can't do it. And oh, by the way, the stock market went up again because everybody's greedy. But the good news is I told you it wasn't going to be as bad as 2008. It's rallying, but it'll go down again. But it's not, this is temporary. This is because of the virus. We'll be back on board. Okay. So let's look at Anthony, the smartest man in the room. Okay, thank you. My guys just want me to tell you that he's a very good person. He's very, very smart, and he's very good. He's a good human being. He doesn't like lying. Ooh, and he doesn't like Trump, but he'll keep it to himself because he feels he has a duty. Oh, wow. Okay. Anthony, tell me about you. Anthony, is Trump going to interfere with your ability to work? Somebody just said no. He's being looked after. And I'm telling you, Trump's hombres are saying, leave him alone. Trump does not like to be questioned. This guy, Anthony, he's thinking about leaving. But he feels like it's his duty because it's really tough doing what he's doing, and he's getting a lot of negative feedback. And the tower is in his hopes, dreams, and wishes. So this is sort of like a nightmare thing for him. He's understanding it, but it's also very sad, and he's like shaking his head. And everything we're doing now is good. Okay, you guys? But it just feels like he's thought about leaving, maybe even 6 times. He says, I'm done with this fool. People are cray. You know what I'm saying? I will tell you, Anthony, and also, he's got prizes, he's got accolades, he's got money heading towards him. Capricorns are like money. So I just see like he's doing the good, he's doing the right thing for mankind. And he sits under the tree of life with the bird of paradise. This to me is contentment, happiness, being able to grow money on trees. So he's doing good. Look, I had to tear off my fingernails. Now you can really see my fat fingers. So he's made it, they've even tried. I'm almost feeling Trump said we're going to get rid of him. But whoever is around him, maybe it's even Jared, is saying the visuals are bad. You cannot get rid of him. He's the smartest man in the room. He would love for this guy to agree with him, but he's just not going to do it. He'll have to tell everybody the truth. So, now, let's do the airlines. The airlines are struggling. Tell me what I can tell everybody about the airlines. So the stock market went up 2,000 points, which brings us back up to 20. I think we lost 9,000 or something. I'm telling you, it's temporary. But I don't see it going off fantastic. It's still got a little, you know what I'm saying? It goes up and down, but it's not going to, somebody said 16, I don't know, but it's not going to go as bad as it did before. Not quite as bad. Okay, airlines. This new deal that they're working on. Are they going to give money to the employees of the airlines? I heard yes. And they'll allow the airlines to borrow money. Cheap rate. The airlines are in shock. Like, what? I mean, it's just shocking. Because even if, if they were wide open and you could book and it doesn't matter, nobody's on lockdown, nobody wants to go. Like today I went to the UPS store to mail something and dead quiet. She said, yeah, we're really dead. And they're open. And it's not because people don't want to go. People are staying away. Tell me about the airlines. The only thing I worry about is maintenance. You don't want to leave. You want maintenance to be on the go. Here's everybody coming together to figure out a way. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine, you guys. Back on track. It's a struggle. It's going to hurt a little bit because financially, so a lot of people are going into a bit of a shock and awe. And even though we're going to get money from this bailout, it's only going to last so long. But I see people having to regroup. So, this is like probably what people felt like during the war. You just never knew. When I was young, it was nuclear. We had to go going under a desk was going to save us. But I lived in that world of being fearful of Russia and that a nuke would hit us. And then when I would see the future, it was never about nukes. I don't know why. Not at least in my lifetime. But I'm feeling this is good because we got stopped. We're frozen in our tracks. And people will vote for things that are more considerate of taking care of the earth and taking care of diseases. So, okay. Poor New York is really going through a tough time. Boy, that Como he's a fantastic. By the way, does anybody know, is he single? Just asking for a friend. Got new undies on the way. Anyway, okay. The airlines, the Nine of Cups as the outcome. There's a little pain here, but it's not going to last very long. Thank you very much. And I want to ask about churches. Because today on Fox News, one of the, I don't know if it was it was one of the congressmen, I think, but he wasn't Democrat, saying that they're talking about bailing out churches. And I'm like, wait a second. Churches don't pay income tax, and churches take tithing from the people that go to church. So tell me what I can tell people. Are they going to bail out the church? I just heard as clear as day, no. They're trying to, we're separation of church and state. We have free religion. You can do whatever you want, but there's a separation. In fact, when the new administration comes in, it's going to have to be that churches can't be interfering in political things. They can't be telling their parishioners, this is who you're going to vote for, because then they'll take away their non-tax status. Which is fine. They can pay taxes and give all the opinions they want. So will they actually bail out churches? I heard no. All right, you guys. But the airlines, don't worry. We'll get some good deals, too. I might get me a ticket back to Ireland. No, they're not going to. No. Nope. See, people are talking to Trump and to the people that are all pro, probably even the NRA. NRA is struggling real bad right now, by the way. You got to help us out. But it's almost like the aesthetics, the look is not going to go for the whole country. You have to keep separation of church and states. So that I don't see, okay? And I want you to know, I'm going to look again on the stock market. But I'm feeling, still a little bit of turbulence. But, people have lost a lot of money in their 401k. I see an up climb. I see when this stuff, because they will, as a lot of you pointed out, they're taking the antibodies from people who fought this and were whole again. They're going to have something coming up where we don't have to go through this again. Tell me about the stock market for those of you who need to know. But the airlines, I do feel like they will help pilots and airline stewardesses. What's going on? There's such powerful people behind the stock market. I can see them, and they're talking amongst themselves. And they really tried to help Trump. So, but it just kept falling. They kept throwing money at it. It kept falling. There was nothing he could do. And a lot of his talk about, we're going back to work, you know, what did he say, in 2 weeks or something? He's doing that to try to lift the stock market. He's scared to death about it looking like he's no good. Now, when these job numbers come in, it's going to be really tough. Okay, tell me about the stock market. But the cool thing is, Nancy Pelosi was saying they really want to get something on that bill that helps people be able to vote by mail. That's the way I've been doing it here in California. It's wonderful to have. They even send you a little booklet before they're going to send you your ballot, and you can read everything on the ballot, what, you know, the pros and cons, etc. So the stock market is still struggling a little bit, you guys. See, people are sitting up in their beds going, woe is me. The battle will be won. It's a struggle, but the battle will be won, you guys. It's going to need bits of a recovery. So this is like us waiting. This is like us. It could even take 3 years to totally get back up, but it gets back up. It's not about the economy, you guys. The stock market is not, but being that people have their 401ks in there. You know, in 2008, we were going to have a flux of nurses coming in. And then it didn't happen because everybody was in nursing school. They said they're going to need nurses. Please go to nursing school. And then I was reading at Angel Heart, and all these nurses, some with masters, couldn't even get a job in a geriatric facility. It's because all those people lost money, lost homes, lost 401ks. If it wasn't the nurses, it was their family. So they still worked, and they still stayed on over the time frame that they wanted. So, okay, so that, I want you to know, it's not going to go up to like it was, but it's still steady. Let's ask about the job market, because I know we're struggling now. Can you tell me something about the job market? Remember, Mother's Day was very strong. Can you tell me something about the job market? Can you tell me something about the job market? Eight of Wands, which means jobs will be coming back. Right now, they're struggling. New beginnings. Remember I told you that I had that flash, and I even think Roosevelt was energetically talking to me. Remember that New Deal he did? That's what I'm feeling for the future. That jobs will be reevaluated. It's not necessarily about machines taking over, but it's about giving people who really don't want to go to college, but giving them a vocation, something they want to do. Because I see the working man being able to go in and get good pay, good money. So we're going through a new beginning. Even by November, we should be back on track with our job situation. But it's transitioning, new beginnings, I don't see people not being able to get a job at all. But it'll take a little while. Oh, November, that's when the voting is. So maybe the job market, people are still struggling, and they get mad and don't vote for Trump. I don't even know if he's going to be there for the vote. There's stuff getting ready to happen, you guys. So let's see what the stuff that's getting ready to happen. Did you guys see that press thing with Barr? Did he look like he was at death's door? He was swollen. His color was bad. Okay, so tell me about Trump. And the upcoming, I don't even see him challenging or talking to, if it's Biden that's up there, I don't see him talking with Biden. They may have one thing. I don't know. But he, believe it or not, as Biden can get a little discombobulated, I'm almost feeling like he'll have some stuff to throw back at him. There might be one, but it's not, you know. And if it's Biden coming up or Bernie, I mean, I think Bernie's not in, but it doesn't matter if it was Bernie or Biden. People are done. People are done. People are done. But more people will vote for Biden because there's a lot of in the middle Republicans that don't want the drama anymore. They're tired of it. They appreciate some of the stuff he did. They're just tired of the nonsense. And this whole thing with this virus doesn't bode well for him. Tell me about Trump. What's going on with you? He's very happy today because the stock market went back up. Yep, he's happy because the stock market went back up. He's happy. Right now he's happy. But also he's wanting that $50 billion for himself. Remember he said he would look out for it? They want the $50 billion to go to corporate with no strings attached. And McConnell's out there acting like he wants to take care of the regular guy. So in other words, don't look over here. Let us take care of our guys, but we're going to act like we're doing it for you guys. Right now he's happy because the stock market went back up. I'm telling you, right now he's happy. But he's got more bad news coming in his house and in his hopes, dreams, and wishes. His fortune changes. Fortune changes. The angel of truth is standing right on top of him. So even by April, there should be more stuff going on. Okay. Now, the last question I want to ask is, last but not least, I'll try to come back on. I want to come back on as much as I can before Friday. Because then I'm with those kind of readings, I probably need a couple of days to recover. I wanted to ask about what Trump said about everybody go back to work by Easter. When's Easter, you guys? Will everybody get back to work? Is Easter in May or April? Remember Mother's Day. Then I should look at New York. Will everybody get back to work by Easter, as Trump is saying? He's trying to give good news. He's trying to throw out good news so the markets will go back up. He doesn't, I mean, if you think about it, he's helping at least his people. The problem is the people outside of his little base don't believe a word he says. And he better listen to, because if he causes even more death, it's gonna be tough on him. Okay, Trump, tell me about Easter. You're telling everybody back to work by Easter. Fortune changes. Nope. When is Easter? Is it in April or May? I'll have to look that up later, you guys. Because it's showing no. But being that the sun's on top of it, is it because it's sooner than that? People are toasting. There'll still be remnants of people being sick, but I think they might come up with something, you guys. But I don't know when Easter is. I should have looked that up before I started this. But I know Mother's Day, and I almost feel like they're going to say, got it, everybody get in line. We're going to give everybody this dose. I don't think it's a year, 2 years away. I think it's like soon. So like people don't have to worry about this anymore. This will be eradicated. Okay, so let's ask about New York. I like that. What's his name? Like I'm saying, I'll be sure to hook up with him, read his cards. The governor. He's a very smart man. He's with it. And you know what? Even though Trump is mad at him for speaking out, he speaks out. He don't care. And he loves his family. That's the best part. But I love what he was saying about when he was a single dad with his kids, and he'd go to see the parents, and grandma would always take care of the kids. And then finally he's sitting there watching something with his dad, and his dad said, "Okay, son, time to go." Tell me what I can tell everybody about New York. New York will get it together. New York will get it together. There's loss, yes. There's anxiety. People are thinking, oh my God, is this Judgment Day? Are we done for? But they're working away, okay? 3 weeks, 3 months. They're throwing money at it. The world will help them. So I'm thinking there's something new coming from outside. But look at this. They're blaming Trump. They're blaming Trump for the coffins. They're blaming Trump. Or it's not necessarily coffins. It could be isolation or whatever. Because it's very hard for people to, listen, this is day 5, right? And I normally don't really travel that much, but I do go back and forth. But still, it's kind of weird. It's weird going to the store and, it's keeping your distance and all that. So, and our stores still don't have TP or eggs or anything like that. Thank God. I was a hoarder with toilet paper and paper towels. It was just who I was. If I order from Costco, I'd order a couple of packs. And I got teased about it. Now people are like calling me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I must have known something. So, okay, you guys, this looks, we're at the very top of it, okay? Then it's going to start going down. So we're about ready to go into a better spot. I still see Florida kind of struggling too. California feels like I think that Governor Newsom saying, stand down is going to work. So anyway, thank you guys. And listen, I get so many emails, and I can't have anybody else do my emails. Tana tried. There was some other people that said they would help me. If you're an outsider and you're reading my emails, you can't answer most of the questions because people are very intimate in their emails, and they express themselves. So I find it very personal. I have to look at my emails. But I'll go through hundreds and turn around, and hundreds more are there. Right now, I got 500 and something emails, including messages. And even simple things like, I just got introduced to your thing. Can you tell me more about yourself? It's like, if they only knew. I just really can't. I just don't have the time. If you can look on my bio, pretty much anywhere. But it's very hard for me to get to you, okay? But I want you to know eventually I get to it. Like some guy had to cancel one of his dates. I'm like, that's no problem, one of his reading dates. I canceled it, and it's already taken up. You guys still want readings? So, and again, I'm not going to raise my rates ever again, probably. I only raised them because I hoped it would slow down, but you're not going to slow down, so I got to be able to read people that can't afford outrageous prices. So, okay, you guys, I really, really appreciate all of you. And remember to stand in well-being. Be strong. This whole thing that's happening to us now is really helping us to stand still. Try not to get caught up in anger towards Trump or the administration or what an idiot. Because, like my sister, she's off work too. She got laid off. And she said, Linda, I don't even look at the TV during the day. And that's a good way to go. That's a good way to go. But I love you all. You guys are you rock it. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for supporting this channel. And even though I have so many emails, I appreciate you guys, your input, whatever you have to say. Somebody said that they got blocked, and I have no idea about it. I rarely block people unless they're saying, stand down, Satan, something like that. So, Or I've watched you, Missy, and you're not very good. I'll have you know, I've worked for Boeing for 26 years or 36 years, and that crash was a pilot error. Totally not true. I ended up being right. But certain people I block because I don't want to get into the negative. So try not to write me when you freak out, because a lot of people freak out. You know, try to know that this too shall pass, because at the end, this is actually going to be okay. I know a lot of things got canceled. The Eagles got canceled out here at Chase Center. A lot of things got canceled, but it's going to be okay. All right?